Never let anybody see you sweat. So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Catherine Dajani claims her daughter quit the defendant's theater cab after she was bullied, and she wants a refund. Frank Toll says the 12-year-old was disruptive and goofed off and wasn't bullied.
Okay, Ms. Dajani, you are suing Mr. Toll for the return of $4,300 in camp fees because, according to you, they were negligent in their behavior towards your child.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Now, how old is it's a daughter?
Yes, my
and
daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 12 years old.
12 years old, okay. Was this the first time she went to sleepaway camp?
Yes, that's the first time.
Okay, and so tell me about the camp. You put her in this camp, why?
So she likes theater, and she wanted to express more of that side, so I enrolled her on the Mr.
How
Toll's.
did you pick his camp?
So I researched many other theater camps, and his seemed, at least, to be the best of the other theater camps, sleeping camps. So I thought that might be the best option for her.
Okay, were any of her friends going, or?
No, she went alone, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter an outgoing person? Is she shy, more reserved?
She's more a reserved child, Your Honor.
So was she, but she was happy about going?
Yeah, she was very excited.
Okay, good. All right, so what happens? She goes to camp, you drop her, how far is it from your home?
About 2 hours.
Okay, so it's not too far. All right, so she goes to camp, and what happens?
So she was very happy in the start. She was texting me every day. And
So this is a camp where you allow them to have their phones?
Well, yes, it's free time, but only at the end of the day after they finish their classes.
Okay.
She was very happy.
I don't know, because I'm Cuban. We don't send our kids to sleepaway camp. We don't even want them moving out at 30. But tell me about do most camps, I kind of have a recollection of other mothers saying, I can't talk to my kid, they can only write. Is that just the old days, or what?
No, that's still true today.
Okay.
We want kids to have an independent experience,
right?
To learn on their own, interacting with other children.
Right.
It's a way to grow, to take chances, to make radical changes in their lives.
Okay. Do you find that kids who are first-time camp goers kind of miss home more than other kids?
Yeah, they get homesick, but after about a week, they're acclimatized to the situation.
Okay.
So we want to encourage that free thinking, away from the parents, no safety net, no.
Okay, but you do allow them to make any phone contact they want, just at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's completely discouraged.
Okay, discouraged.
Discouraged.
But you don't take their phones away?
No, we don't.
But I guess it comes and everybody makes their own decision at these camps about how it should work.
Yes, but we strongly recommend that the parent or guardians stay out of it and as minimally as possible for the growth of the child.
That's hard sometimes, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
hard for the kid, it's hard for the parent.
Right,
That's why I almost think it's better when you guys say you have no contact for the first week, and then after that, you know.
But any contact is forbidden up to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
So in the evenings, there's an opportunity.
Okay. Did you know that contact was forbidden up to 4 p.m.?
Yes.
And were you contacting your daughter before 4 p.m.?
I was contacting her between the allowed time, Your Honor.
So not before 4 p.m.?
Well, sometimes.
Okay. Were you having trouble getting used to her being away?
Not much.
All right, so what happens?
So she was very excited in the camp, the first few days, but I noticed with her text that she was very dismissive. She didn't want to talk about it. And I just felt different. Like, she wasn't talking to me. She always talks to me, Your Honor. So she didn't want to talk to me. So something was wrong. I could tell something was wrong. And I just kept pushing and pushing for her to talk to me. And she called me one day, and she just told me she was getting bullied. And she just wasn't having fun.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I can only hear one person at a time. She was being bullied.
Yes.
Okay, that's a conclusion. What are the facts that led her to conclude that she was being bullied? Did she share those with you or no?
She said she was being excluded from the group, Your Honor.
Is that all? Or was there somebody picking on her and saying things that were mean to her or shoving her? Or I need you to explain how the bullying, what she meant by bullying.
She didn't mean aggression, but she did mean that they were on purpose excluding her from activities, from talks.
Okay, I'm not sure that qualifies as bullying, though. That qualifies as being rude. So that's what she tells you.
Yes.
And then what happens?
So I called Mr. Toll and I told him what she told me. I told him that she was being bullied and I asked him
Did you
to
say,
stop
by
it.
that I mean she was being excluded? Can you see about whether she's being excluded? Or what did you say?
I did mention that, yes.
You said she's being excluded.
And bullied.
And bullied. Okay, well, how was she
my
being...
daughter told me she was being bullied, so I believe her, Your Honor.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
I think the kid that punched her did it on purpose.
She was acting out. She was
Acting out how... Guys, I cannot stress enough how much I am going to press you when you reach a conclusion because you are not wearing the black dress I am.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Catherine Dajani, who is suing Frank Toll for a theater camp refund.
When I asked you how she was being bullied, you said she was being excluded. Was there another way she was being bullied?
She didn't specify that, but she did mention bullying.
Did she mention any other conduct that anyone else engaged in towards her besides exclusion?
She didn't say anything else.
Do you think there was something else?
I think there was.
After you've pulled her out of camp, what does she say? Does she say anything else happened?
No, she just kept pushing me off, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, she calls you and she says what?
She accused the other kids of bullying her at the camp. So I listened attentively. At our camp, we take bullying very seriously. We investigate any reports of bullying, child on child. We have a process. It's taken care of internally. I spoke with the camp counselors and other people.
First, what did you tell her on the phone?
Oh,
what
that
did she tell you, and what did you tell her?
Yeah, so we said we'll look into it. We take it seriously. And I told her we'll speak to the camp counselors and anyone else on staff and see if there's any observations of bullying. And frankly, there wasn't any.
Did you ever call the child in?
No.
Why isn't that part of the protocol? Like just
Well,
to
it's
ask
not.
her.
I didn't, but the camp counselor did.
So, what did the camp counselor obtain as information from her child? What did?
No evidence of bullying.
So did she say, "I feel like I'm being excluded," or?
I don't know the exact conversation, but she wasn't comfortable at the camp. She didn't assimilate very well. She wasn't very engaged.
What did your counselors tell you? Was she a loner? What exactly was happening?
Well, she just wasn't good at socializing with the other kids. In fact, she was quite disruptive at times.
How was she disruptive?
Well, she would interrupt rehearsals by goofing off, joking.
Maybe she was.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought she wasn't social. What is she now? She's too social? Which is
No, she was acting out. She was
acting out. Guys, I cannot stress enough how much I am going to press you when you reach a conclusion because you are not wearing the black dress I am. I'm going to press you and make you tell me how.
There's 2 written reports of her behavior.
Okay, let's see 'em.
It's Exhibit C.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me
so
get
this-
there. Hold on. Middle grade R and J. What's R and J?
Romeo and Juliet. We're putting on production.
Middle grade Romeo and Juliet rehearsal. Sierra distracted multiple students during rehearsal. By doing what? And after a student asked her to stop, she continued to make jokes and not follow the scene we were rehearsing. Failure to follow proper directions and stay with the group. Well, she doesn't sound introverted and a loner at all. What ended up resulting from this?
So she agreed to follow directions in the future.
Okay, so, and then there was a second one?
Yeah, that wasn't the end of it.
Sierra asked Sarah, who's Sarah?
She's one of the counselors.
Oh, okay. Sierra asked Sarah if she could use her phone during lunchtime, which was denied. She then said that Sarah was an a-hole and walked away. So she said that to the counselor?
Yeah, it's very disrespectful. That's not
Did you know
permitted.
about this? Did they show you this report?
They did after it all happened, Your Honor.
Sarah pulled Sierra from lunch and told her that it was disrespectful to call people names. Yeah, I'll say.
Your Honor, I believe my daughter was not being heard, and she got stressed out, and she
Your
didn't
daughter's
know what
12
else
years
to
old.
do.
I cannot imagine. I had 3 of those 12-year-old girls go through my house. I was a 12-year-old girl. In a million years, it wouldn't occur to me to call my camp counselor an a-hole. Like, that's kind of, pretty severe.
Maybe
so
she
you
felt like
feel
she had no
like
other
you're telling me
choice.
like she felt like she wasn't being heard, like that is an appropriate reason to have that response. How did you end up pulling her out?
Well, after I told Mr. Toll what happened, the very next day, she gets punched in the face.
Punched in the face.
So I took her out of there, yes. I did
Okay,
not feel
tell me
safe
how
with her.
you found that out.
an accident, Your
Just a
Honor.
second. Tell me how you found that out, and then we'll get into, go ahead.
Mr. Toll called me, and she alerted me about an incident in the classroom of my daughter getting punched in the face during a rehearsal.
Okay, and was it a deliberate punch?
That is what I believe, yes.
No. What was it he told you?
He said it was a rehearsed punch
In other words, they were doing a fight scene?
of some sorts, yes.
Okay, but you think that it was deliberate?
I think the kid that punched her did it on purpose.
What evidence do you have of that?
None, Your Honor.
Okay. But to get the 4,300 back, you gotta have some.
I have my mother's intuition.
Okay, I have mother's intuition too. I cannot tell you how many times it's been wrong. It's really hard when you let your kid go to sleepaway camp. There are great things that happen, so I hear. It teaches them independence. It teaches them to solve their own problems. It teaches them. I see the tenor of your text, and I see 100% that you are exactly the mother I was. I was too much of a helicopter mom. But that's how we are. And if that's how we are, that's how we are. And when at some point, when they call you and tell you that, you talk to your daughter, and your daughter says, I want to go home. She's not having a good time. So you take her home. I don't fault you for that. I mean, maybe this isn't the right place for her to learn all the things you want them to learn at sleepaway camp. If she's miserable, you go, you pick her up. I understand that. What I don't understand is that then you come to court and you want all your money back. You may have made the best decision for your daughter. You may not have. I don't know. Only time will tell. But if that's a decision that you make, and sometimes our decisions cost us, not the other guy.
Coming up,
I was teaching fight choreography. She got hit in the jaw.
Did you witness this yourself?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, how hard was the hit? That's pretty hard.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a case of Catherine Dajani, who is suing Frank Toll for a theater camp refund.
Tell me about the punch.
Okay, let me explain the incident. So we were rehearsing a fight scene. I was teaching fight choreography. So in this process, we simulate the slapping or punching of a face. And the way it works is one of the actors throws a punch in front of the face of the other actor and pretends there's a contact.
Yeah. And what is the other actor supposed to do?
Just remain still and trust the other actor to miss the face.
So who is the child whose fist made contact with her daughter? Is this a girl?
It's a girl. It's a girl.
And did the girl have any prior interactions that were unpleasant?
No, there was none of that. So her daughter, Sierra, wasn't really paying attention during this teaching of how to do this process. And so when we rehearsed the scene, instead of remaining still, she leaned into the fist and got hit in the jaw.
Did you witness this yourself?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, how hard was the hit?
Not very hard.
Show me, like, hit the lectern that's in front of you. That's pretty hard.
Coming up,
She kept telling me that she was being bullied. I
Right.
told
She
him
wasn't
about
bullied.
it.
She wasn't
I
bullied.
told you that she's
Is your daughter here to
bullied.
testify? No, right? I don't see her with you.
I don't
And
think it's fair to put her through this.
That's fine. So you make decisions based on your mother's intuition about what is best for your child, and I respect that 100%. The thing is, if you want to prove your case, it would help to have her here.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a case of Catherine Dajani, who is suing Frank Toll for a theater camp refund.
So it hit her, and what did it cause? Did she bleed?
There's no bruising.
Any bruising?
No bruising.
Any redness?
None of that. She
Okay.
was just.
What was her reaction, Sierra's reaction?
She was just all shook up. So we moved her and the other girl from the stage.
Was the other girl apologetic? I mean,
Yeah. Yes. We had them checked out by our medical staff. There was nothing.
Okay.
Not a problem.
But you thought that under the circumstances, under any circumstance, I guess, you would tell the parent anyway, right? What happened?
Yeah, absolutely. Things like that happen, which happens very rarely, but they do happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I called up Miss Dajani and explained what happened. It was an accident.
And then what did she say?
She flipped out.
Mm-hmm.
She thought the kid deliberately punched her daughter.
Okay. And did she say, I'm picking her up?
Yeah, she said.
So did you talk to your daughter before deciding to pick her up?
No, Your
Sounds like a no. All right. When you got there, was your daughter happy to leave?
She was, yes.
Yeah. All right. I don't know that you've been able to prove to me that they did something wrong.
Your Honor.
You have to be able to prove, because you sign a waiver, but the waiver doesn't include negligence on their part.
Exactly.
Right. So
is why
what's
we're
the
here.
negligence on their part?
The negligence is that she kept telling me that she was being bullied. I
Right.
told him
wasn't
about
bullied.
it.
She wasn't
I
bullied.
told you that she's
Is your daughter
being
here to
bullied.
testify? No, right? I don't see her with you.
I don't
And
think it's fair to put her through this.
That's
Your Honor.
fine. So you make decisions based on your mother's intuition about what is best for your child, and I respect that 100%. The thing is, if you want to prove your case, it would help to have her here, because you are the only one saying she was bullied. I do not hear her saying she was bullied. When I ask what bullied means, it means excluded. It just sounds like she wasn't having a good time at sleepaway camp. That's what it sounds like.
Judge Milian's verdict when justice for the people returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
So maybe it's great for you to take her out, but you are going beyond that and saying, court of law, I want all of my money back because they breached the contract because of their carelessness. Now I'm going to need to hear what their carelessness was. It can't possibly be that your daughter leaned in and got hit a little bit because during a fight scene when they're teaching that can't possibly be it. It's really more of that she was being as good. But what did they do wrong?
Your Honor, I told him to check on my daughter to make sure she wasn't being bullied. Or
I mean, I'm looking at your daughter's text and, tell me exactly what your daughter says to you that made you jump to the...
She called me, Your Honor. She didn't text it, but she called me and then she said it. But
And then
only
you
after
immediately said, Mommy to the rescue. I'm going to call your counselors right now. Who's the girl who's bullying you? And the name she gave you was what? Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah's the counselor?
Sarah's the counselor.
Sarah's not a child?
No, she's the counselor.
Yeah, I'm not going to rule in your favor, Ms. Dajani. Again, I respect you as a mother. You do what you got to do, what you feel is best for your kid. But I'm not going to make them return the money. That one's on you, not on them. Verdict for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
Justice was served.
Okay. Exit this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings. Ladies first.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.